करिए, फिर चलेगा। बंद हो गया सर, अब दोबारा आना पड़ेगा आपको, अंदर दोबारा री एंटर करना पड़ेगा। फिर बटन चला गया सर वो शेयर वाला। हेलो सर, आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी।
सर आ रहा है सर, शो हो रहा है।
अरे ठीक है सर, फिर स्टार्ट करिए, रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट है सर। हाँ हो रहा है, शेयर विजिबल है।
ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच। आपसे
थैंक यू सर।
पहले आनंद सर थे मेरे ख्याल से, जो टेक्निकल का देखते थे ना।
ये आनंद सर अब भी है सर, अब क्योंकि क्लासें बढ़ गई ना सर,
हाँ
तो
हाँ,
बांटनी
अब तो
पड़ती है क्लासें। क्लासें आकाश भी है, आनंद भी है।
ओके ओके ओके।
जी सर।
थैंक यू
थैंक
वेरी
यू,
मच।
थैंक यू।
हेलो, गुड इवनिंग प्रियंका।
Hello, good evening, sir.
Just wait for another 2 minutes, okay? Then we will start. Let 2 or 3 students join.
Okay, sure, sir.
Okay. Till then, can you please tell me from which date your fourth semester classes has been started?
Pardon? Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes.
I'm from
Can you please
Noida.
tell me from which date your fourth semester classes has been started?
Oh, from Monday, this Monday only.
This Monday only. Okay. So do you have any idea till what is the last date for this semester? Maybe in the month of May or June, I think.
From, I think, May.
Okay. I hope slides are visible to everyone. Anyone please respond?
Yes sir, visible.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening. Going to take your classes for this semester for the subject International Business Strategy, which is the part of the strategy overall specialization. If I talk about the subject content, so this will comprise of 5 different units. Today we are going to start with our unit 1, the global context of business today. Then might be in subsequent classes we are going to discuss about the national versus regional versus global integration, and what are the major challenges, contemporary challenges with respect to the globalization. Okay, so this subject may be whatever is going on as of today from past, specifically from past 15-20 days, because of this US, Israel and Iran war. This subject is most appropriate to understand from the nitty-gritty, from the point of view of international business, and which comprising the strategy, so that those companies who are into the international business, those who are into the export or import businesses, those who are global companies, those who are multinational companies, they should know, they should have idea how to defend in this kind of culture, in this kind of era where everything is going to be torn about your strategy, your objective, your vision, mission, everything is going to be hampered because of the escalation which is going on right now. And if you people means have noted, even though India is not actively participating in this war, but we are directly affecting because of this escalation which is going on between Iran, Israel, and USA. And all the Gulf countries, they are massively hitting their crude oil facilities, their gas field, everything is hitting directly. And because of that, we are facing the precaution because of crude oil deficiency maybe in future, which help us to process diesel and petrol, plastic products also, fertilizers also, LPG, LNG in all kind of sectors. So this is a very valid subject to understand about all these kind of nitty-gritty with respect to the strategy, with respect to the international business, which we are going to discuss for this subject in next 20 classes might be. In unit 2, we are going to discuss about the portal national diamond of competitive advantage, economy of scale. First one, what is economy of scale? Then their scope. What is the difference between standardization versus differentiation? In third unit, we are going to discuss about the different type of international business, their forms like joint venture, licensing, or incorporating a company at apart from the home country, international trade, investment, licensing agreement between the free trade agreement organizations, between the economic unions, between the regional integrations, transaction cost theories with respect to the international business activities. In fourth unit, we are going to discuss about the competency building to go for the global. As you know that our prime minister, even though have given one line also, one mission also, going for local to global. So how this will help us to build the competency with respect to if we are going to be compete globally. And recently we have also concluded 3 major trade deal in last 1 years. One is with the UK free trade agreement, one is with the USA the trade deal, okay, and one with the Europe Union, which is the biggest of one, because with the Europe Union we wanted to get into a deal from past 20-25 years, but maybe because of again these major issues which are going all around the world. Now this last year this has been concluded. So how these all kind of deals can help us for building the competency to go global, how the cross-cultural issues, cross-cultural management will be tackled out, how the competencies could be shared across the border outside the home country, transfer pricing issues, expected management. This we are going this we are going to discuss with respect to the in unit 4. In unit 5, which is the last one, the stage of evolution in the international strategic management. What are the stages which has happened previously, or what could be the stages when a company is going is on the way, on the verge of expanding apart from their home country to another country, from starting from the international, then to the MNC multinational, then to the global, and then to the transnational stage, then multi-domestic to multinational to transnational solutions also. So let's start with our first unit, with our first topic today, global context of business today. These are some books which you means people can refer apart from the PDF, the book which has been shared with you from the School of Open Learning. Okay. Now, if I talk about the basic definition of international business strategy, so this is a comprehensive plan guiding a company's expansion, operations, and competition in a foreign market. How will you expand your company product, your company services to another foreign country apart from your home country, across the border? How you manage the operations inside that country? and how you are going to face the competition in that particular foreign market. So international business strategy is talking about comprehensively and talking about the plan which will guide that company to achieve the objective with respect to the expansion. It involves deciding where to compete, how to enter new markets, exporting or partnership or joint venture, or incorporating a new company in that particular foreign country, foreign market, how to adapt product, services, marketing to the local cultural, regulatory, and competitive demands. Today, we are going to discuss about many examples with respect to all these concepts, like where to compete, how to enter new market, or how to adapt product, services, or marketing with respect to Apple, with respect to Google, with respect to McDonald, with respect to Infosys, with respect to Reliance, with respect to Tata Consulting Services. There are many organizations as of today from Indian origin and from outside world also, which are the true examples of where they are competing in the global environment. And if you people have noticed from with respect to India also, from last from last 10-15 years, the number of companies which we are seeing here in India, that number has increased massively, and it is going to be increasing in future also. The number of Chinese company, number of American companies, number of Japanese company, number of South Korean company, number of UK based company, European based company have entered into the market, like Xiaomi, Redmi, Xiaomi, or OnePlus, or Nothing. If I talk about the smartphone industry, if I talk about the automobile sector, then this MG Hector, or BYD and Tesla have opened last year two offices here in India itself, one in Mumbai, one in Delhi. Okay, so there are number of companies which have expanded in India itself. So these companies have decided to compete in India. This is the best time. If I talk about Tesla, this is a 2007 based company. They have started, they have sell their first product in the year 2012. But in India, they have opened their first first office here in India in year 2025. Likewise, Xiaomi, Chinese company, they have thousands of product in their basket. But first time they enter in India in the year 2013 with the mobile phone, and then they expand into robots also. Okay, for cleaning your house. And even though Xiaomi is making cars also, they are into electronics also. They are offering in China washing machine, AC, TV, refrigerator, everything. But in India, they started with smartphone, and now they are they have, and then they after that they expanded into TV and many other products also. But no, not all of the products, they still need to enter into our Indian market. So maybe in future time will come where they will decide to enter India. They will decide to enter this new market. They will adopt the product and services with respect to India. So international business strategy, this will help the core decision. This involves the market selection, when to enter the market, in what capacity, entry mode, and how to coordinate operations across that particular region. There is a one classic example also with respect to India, Maruti Suzuki. You all people have heard this name. Maruti is an Indian company. When it has been established in late 80s, and Suzuki is a Japanese company. So Suzuki want to enter a foreign market, which is India, in the year 1994. So they started, they choose a joint venture, strategy to enter into India, and they come into joint venture with Maruti Suzuki. And subsequently, over the next 20 years, they increase their percentage market, they increase their percentage within that organization. And now Maruti Suzuki is completely owned by a Japanese company, Suzuki, which in which, if you people know, Maruti is in a minor stake and Suzuki have a major stake. Okay, so there are many examples with respect to the international business: when to enter, how to acquire company, how to get into merger, or how to give license. This is all with respect to the international business strategy. Okay. Can anyone please give me example with respect to like Maruti Suzuki, any other company which has acquired Indian company? They have entered India and then they acquired our company, maybe through joint venture, or maybe they come not through acquisition, but they merger with our Indian company from past 5-10 years. If you people give any example with respect to foreign any foreign company. Hello, Harsh and Priya. Okay. So if I talk about the types of strategy which company adopt, there are 4 major types of company on the basis of responsiveness, local responsiveness, and global integration. First one is global strategy, international strategy, translation strategy, and multi-domestic strategy. If you see these 4 strategy on this matrix, global integration with local responsiveness, low, high. So international strategy have very low global integration and very low local responsive. Global strategy have high global integration, but they response less with respect to the localization or the region wise. If I talk about multi-domestic strategy, local responsive is very high, but global integration is very less. And the last one, translation strategy, local response is very high and global integration also very high. So now let's talk about deep into these 4 strategy one by one with respect to the example. These are the major strategy which company adopt to enter into a global market. So first strategy is the international strategy. Its international strategy focused on a single point of operations while exporting the product and services around the world. This is a kind of company, these are kind of company, which kind of those companies who are into the export or import or into the trading. Okay, they manage their operations from their home country, from single point of operations, exporting or importing the product all over the world or services, as it ranks the low on both the global integration and the local responsiveness. As I have told you, global integration very low and local responsiveness is also very low in case of international strategy, which is the first one to discuss. And international strategy is often the first strategy companies use when they expand to secondary market, and that's because it is the most accessible of the 4. This is the simplest one. This is the first strategy which usually company use to expand into the foreign market because of the simplicity of this particular strategy. It's very essential and extension of your domestic strategy, operating within a central or head office in your home market. This is just an extension. There is you do not have to open your offices in the another foreign market or another country. You do not have to manage the culture of that particular country. You do not have to market your product. You are just expanding your domestic strategy, which you are implying might be recently, just to enter into the international market, into the foreign market. Okay, so exporting your product to the target market, you make your product in your home country and then you export that particular product into the target market. In Indian perspective, there are many organizations, many firms, many small medium enterprises which produce locally, and then they export to Europe also, to Bangladesh also, to Maldives, to Myanmar, to Nepal, nearby countries, okay, and to some Asian countries also. So, but they they produce their product in home market and then they export to the foreign market. Why to choose this strategy? Because this will help you to build a standardized, immediately recognizable brand. You do not have to be locally responsive like a company, like like Coca-Cola or a company like McD, which has to be act locally. If I talk about McD offer a beef product or beef burger in Gulf countries, in America also, but in India they do not, they does not think about offering a product which have beef inside it. Okay, because they have to think locally. Here they also offer patties also, Mac patties also, okay, Mac noodles also, because of the customization. But this type of strategy, in case of international strategy, company do not have to take care about. They just have to produce the product, the standardized product in the home country, and then they export it. Consolidate the management process and lower cost. This will help to consolidate the already existing management processes. Eventually, if you export only, if you export to the target market, to the foreign market, to the foreign country, definitely it will help you to achieve the economy of scale, where your per unit cost will reduce. Okay, and you maybe your revenue will increase and you will become more profitable. Okay, so this will also help you to lower your cost. This will simplify your product portfolio also, based on what performs well globally. So before entering into the foreign market, to open a office in that particular market, okay, you will get an idea how your product is adapted, how your product is getting traction in that particular market. And if that traction is good, if the people are buying your product, they are availing your services, then definitely you will think about to expand further, to open offices, and then to act locally. So this strategy is the best strategy to enter into the market, foreign market, another market, except from your home country. Simplest one, and you just extending your domestic strategy to the foreign market. The best example is Red Bull. Not in the today context, but when they started exporting to the another nations in late 1980s around. Red Bull, which is an Australian company, started as a small exporting manufacturer in the year 1987, when their team hit on a brilliant global marketing strategy. You all people might have heard about the classic strategy of Red Bull, give you wings. Okay, so when their team hit a brilliant global marketing strategy, giving out free samples to the adrenaline lovers in the United States at skateboarding, mountain bike exhibitions. Okay, so they get traction during those free sample which they have distributed in late 1980s, and after that they expanded into USA, in Europe, and in many countries including India also. And as of today, this is a transnational nature of company. They have started from the international point of view with the international strategy, and now they are one of the good company if we compare in the beverages sector. So as of today, this is a translational in nature. Leading energy drink makes more than 2 billion sales every year. Second strategy is the multi-domestic strategy. This comes the most local responsiveness. Here the global integration is low, but local responsiveness is high. If I talk about the local responsiveness, you have to act locally with respect to that particular market. Suppose if a company want to enter into India, they have to think from the Indian perspective. If I talk about India, you know, diversity it as large in India, north region, south region, there are multiple states, multiple languages. North, they prefer Hindi. In south, Tamil, Telugu, or Kannada, or Malayalam, okay, or Marathi. If I talk about to the west, or Gujarat, okay, so they have to specifically, they have to create strategies, create marketing advertisement with respect to that particular state. Okay, so they have to act locally. In case of MNC, their local responsiveness is high, but global integration is low. a multi-domestic strategy rank high on local responsiveness and low on the global integration, making it the local first approach of the 4 strategy. Companies that employ a multi-domestic strategy change their product, messaging, go-to-market, and customer support, among other things, based on the each market they enter. These type of companies have to customize their product as per the market demand, as per the market requirement, as per the culture, as per the requirement of that particular foreign market. The greatest advantage is this to a highly specialized, localized product that directly matches the customer taste and preferences. This one point you will miss in the international strategy, because you are not producing the product or you are not offering the services which are into the localized taste. Okay, the matching between your product might be with that particular foreign market. Maybe there is some kind of gap. Maybe maybe you will get traction, but still your sales are not going to be too high. Multi-domestic strategy will provide that kind of space so that you will provide the localized product as per the local market, as per the local requirement, as per the customer taste and preferences, with employees on the ground in that particular market. In international strategy, you are just exporting the product or importing the product. Your employees are not working on the ground. Maybe you are into the licensing with the any kind of firms with that particular foreign market, or maybe you are just exporting the product and someone is selling on your behalf. Okay, so there is some kind of mismatch if we talk about the international strategy. But in case of multi-domestic strategy, your workers are on the ground, the product is localized, customer taste and preferences, as per customer taste and preferences, you are customize your product and you are selling that product. So that definitely, as compared to international strategy, your acceptance may be high in this case particularly. So employees on the ground in that market that understand the cultural nuances, cultural differences, cultural nitty-gritty. Choosing this strategy allow you to control a portfolio of local subsidiaries that you can scale up and down based on the performance. So on the basis of that particular foreign market customer taste and preferences, you will connect with the local subsidiaries also. You will connect with the distributor, wholesaler also, so that you will scale up, easily access the local competitive advantage such as labor, shipping lanes, and natural resources. If you have your employees on the ground, if you start manufacturing in that particular foreign market, if you come into a joint venture with any firm with that particular foreign market, then you will have some kind of competitive advantage, local competitive advantage. You can use their labor, you can use their shipping lanes, you can benefit from their taxation system, you can use their natural resources to produce the goods. Okay, so you will gain a stronger foothold in that particular market more quickly as compared to international strategy. The best example for this to discuss the Johnson & Johnson, J&J, and P&G, Procter & Gamble. J&J, which provide Band-Aid, Neutrogena, Splenda, Tylenol, all these kind of brands have under the Johnson & Johnson. And once upon a time, there are multiple products with respect to babies also, till the date when there is some kind of issue in their talc powder, baby talc powder comes into the circulation. So after that, J&J market on the downfall, specifically with respect to India. But there in in the year late in 90s or in 2000 or till 2019 itself, there are multiple products with respect to babies which J&J produce, which J&J sell, which is an American company, but they sell all over the world, including India also. And people from India used to purchase J&J products also, local products also. Okay. Now, with respect to paper products, there are multiple options like First Cry is also offering, Baby Hakik also offering, Mama Earth is also offering many kind of products with respect to babies. Okay, there is Teddy Bar is there, but there are many products which J&J still offer in Indian market, and this is one of the biggest company in FMCG sector, in healthcare sector with respect to America, with respect to European Union and India also. They are operating in 100 of the brands in over 60 countries, and they are household name all over the world. They are acting locally. They are manufacturing locally also in some countries. They are offering product locally. Okay, so in this case, global integration is low, but their local responsiveness is high. P&G, the another example, Procter and Gamble. Chances are, if a product in your local pharmacy isn't made by J&J, then maybe it is owned by P&G, Procter and Gamble, billion-dollar brands like Pampers or Downy or Gillette, Always, Olay. These all are owned by P&G, Procter and Gamble. Their portfolio of over 250 brands operate in 140 plus countries. Any question as of now with respect to these two strategies? Anyone? Okay. Then comes to the third one, the most global integration, global strategy. This approach focuses on the standardization as much as possible, including the colors, including the messages, including the products and operation. Here, global integration is at highest, but local responsiveness is at the lower side. These kind of companies, they have kind of standard product which they offer all over the country, all over the world, whether it's an American company, whether it's an Indian company, but they offer the product to another market on the same line, on the same standard, almost same standard, including their messages also same, their products, their operations. They build repeatable, scalable processes no matter which foreign market they operate. That means having one brand, one suite of product, or one message from a central headquarter. Example for this, the best example to discuss is Amazon and Apple. Amazon, which is one of the world largest companies in the world, this operate in over 58 countries, reaching more than 1 billion people online every day. The leading e-commerce in every country except China, where Alibaba is number one. You can see Amazon ever present smile on trucks and packages, Amazon Prime, Amazon Pay, Prime services. Okay, Amazon, even though they have this Amazon web services also. Okay, they enjoy, and people with respect to e-commerce enjoy the same day shipping, same day delivery pretty much everywhere in the world. Their product, their strategy, their operations, their processes, almost same throughout the world. Same is with Apple also. The iPhone 14, 15, 16, whatever it is, or starting from the iPhone 1 or Mac products, okay, laptop, their laptops or their tabs, if it's whether it's UAE, whether it's America, whether it's India, whether it's Pakistan, whether it's Bangladesh, their products are same, and they are providing international warranty for their products. These are one of these, very few companies provide international warranty. Okay, Apple providing the international warranty because of their global strategy, so that if one is using their mobile phone, one is buying their mobile phone in any other country, and then might be they visit to another country, or maybe they will go to their home country, so that they do not face any kind of difficulties because of their operations, because their processes almost same all over the world. So the standardization is as much as possible in case of Amazon, in case of Apple, including colors, messaging, product, and operations. The advantage of this is that pursuing this strategy gives you an instantly recognizable global brand with a step-by-step path towards the global market penetration. So why to choose this strategy? This will allow you to harness economies of scale with the efficient processes and operations, streamline product development with one product line, and minimum changes by the market. So this kind of this strategy will help you to achieve the economy of scale. Again, the economy of scale might be you people or are aware, might be you people have this read in the economics or managerial economics subject. This is again where your per unit cost come down, your average cost at the lowest. Okay, so this is the economy of scale which every company want to achieve so that their cost would be the lowest. So this will help you in the economy to achieving the economy of scale with the efficient processes and operations, streamline the product development with one product line and minimum changes by the market. Apple, since releasing the original Mac in 1984, Apple rose to the dominance for its sleek line, clean interface, and easy to use softwares. Globally, Apple technology the same with a few or minor changes. Wherever you go, consider one of the biggest global brand today. Apple operate in over 175 plus countries all over the world with more than 1 lakh employee and with almost same kind of product, whether it's AirPods, whether it's Mac, whether it's iPad, whether it's iPod, whether it's iPhone or any other kind of service or product they offer. It's completely standardized, no change, everything is same. Marketing, operations, processes. This is the American company. They procure the raw material from Taiwan, from South Korea, from Japan. They manufacture their mobile phone, their laptops in China and in India. They sell all over the world. So this is the best example. Amazon, Apple are the best company to discuss with respect to the international business, with respect to the global strategy. Now move forward to the last one, the best of the both, translational and strategy. Translation strategy, in which highest level of global integration and highest level of local responsiveness among all these four strategies. This strategy integrate both local responsiveness and global integration. This kind of feat, achieved by many less companies in the world. Translational business operate with a central or head office in one country, the global integration part, and also employ the local subsidiaries in international market. So they work in both way, controlling from one head office or from one central office, and also have local offices or local subsidiaries or local headquarters in the international market also. So global integration also and local responsive part both at the highest. That way they get the best of both worlds, one overarching brand that provide a cohesive structure and efficient center of operations while optimizing for the local product, local market preferences, taste and preferences as per the need of the customer. Why to choose this kind of strategy? This will allow you to create a standardized brand that immediately recognizable but accommodate different in market preferences. This is not like Apple products. These kind of companies, they are into into the more than 100 countries all over the world. Their product, their brand recognized, everyone recognized, like McD, Nike, Adidas, KFC, Pizza Hut, Domino's, but they accommodate different kind of market as per the need, as per the taste, as per the preferences of that particular market, target market, as per the customer demand, as per the cultural demand. Okay, so highest integration and highest level of local responsiveness in terms of strategy, in terms of operations, in terms of processes. They centralized and streamline the process operations, getting the advantage from the economy of scale. Be able to flex between a high level strategic overview of investment without losing the customer centric with local market. These kind of companies have both objective to increase their revenue, profit also, to give the best to their promoters, to give the best to their stakeholders, and also providing the customer centric product or services as per the requirement of that particular home, that particular foreign market, that particular target market. Example to discuss for the translation strategy, MACD. McDonald's has a global scale with around 36,000 fast food locations in more than 100 different countries worldwide. They adapt their menu prices based on the market, from a max spicy paneer in India, fried paneer cheese, tandoori sauce and lettuce, to or protein with respect to the French fries with gravy in Canada. Mac patties also they are providing, like KFC. KFC is a brand which providing, which is a non-veg food outlet, but they are providing veg food also with respect to the Indian market for the customization for the requirement of the local customer. Okay, so these are the examples with respect to our translation strategy. Nike is also the one of the good example to discuss with respect to our translation strategy. Nike sneakers, sports apparel can be found in over 170 plus countries, but they change their network of influencer sports celebrities marketing strategy based on the market. Deciding on what sports matter, you can hear from the Cristiano Ronaldo, which is the top player in terms of football, to the basketball, to the tennis champion Rafael Nadal also. They have all kind of sports person on their board as per the requirement of that particular country. Okay. So this is with respect to the types of strategy, with respect to the international strategy, global strategy, multi-domestic strategy, translational strategy, on the basis of global integration and on the basis of local responsiveness, which one is at the lowest, which one is the high. So these four strategy will help you to decide, to help you to understand the nitty-gritty, the operations of different kind of companies as per the strategy which they have adopted. And the example which we have discussed with respect to the types of strategy, whether it's Nike, McDonald's, KFC, Amazon, Apple, or any other company, they all fit, they all best suited to understand all these kind of strategies. Okay. Any question as of now? Jaspreet, Vishaka, Harsh. Am I audible?
Yes, sir,
Hello?
you're audible.
If you people do not respond, then it's very discouraging for a teacher also. This is our first class, and I just want to know about, my students whom I'm teaching, what you people are doing. Are you able to understand what I'm teaching to you? The examples are fitting or not? So if you people will do not respond, then might be this is not good for the effectiveness of this class. So once in a while, at least you can ask a question. Maybe you can ask your doubts. Okay, or maybe you will add on anything which from the perspective, if you are people working in any kind of companies, you can give example specifically with respect to your company also. Okay. Okay, Vishaka, Harsh and Jaspreet. Let's move on to the next topic. How you will develop a international business strategy. The first step is to do the market research, then to understand the cultural consideration, what kind of entry mode you want to discuss, you want to go on, strategic partnership with the foreign market companies, with the foreign market firm for the target market, competitive analysis, and then last one is the risk management. This is just the crux of developing an international strategy, international business strategy. In detail, this we are going to discuss in the unit 5th. Okay. So now we are going to move on to our main topic, which is the global context of business. Unit 1, first topic, which the things which we have discussed as of now. This is the basics of the international business, basics of the international strategy, basics with respect to the types of strategy. So now we are going to understand with respect to the global context of the business, the international, what is a international business? First of all, what is global business? What is this local responsiveness? what is this global integration. Now we are going to discuss all these kind of topics with respect to our first unit. So with respect to today's rapidly evolving and interconnected world, a deep understanding of the global business environment is indispensable. You do not have any kind of energy, you do not have any kind of guts to avoid the requirement of globalization. You can't keep your market protected, keep your market safe from the foreign companies. We also have done this till the year 1991, but after 1991 we understood that we have to adopt the liberalization, privatization, and globalization, because if companies are not going to enter into the market, Indian market, if they are not going to expand into the Indian market, then might be our GDP will not grow at that much level which we need to grow as a developed nation. Our businesses are not going to be profitable in long term. Our youth will not get that much kind of employment if companies are not working here, and also from the taxation part also. Okay, so this is a kind of environment, global business environment, which is indispensable as a nation, as a evolving nation. You can't ignore it for the longer period of time, as India have opened in the year 1991. China have opened way back. That's why they are second largest economy of the world as of today. But maybe we will achieve that feat maybe next 20-25 years if we continue to work upon the globalization. We need to understand. So to go for the global business, to go for the international business, we need to understand the complexity and dynamics that define the global business operations. It is important to explore the historical evolution, current trends, and critical importance of the global business context. So what has happened previously in last centuries, okay, starting from the from the this second century, okay, 2000 year back, when there is a Silk Route, when the spices, the textile of India, they our people go to the Gulf countries, they sell, okay, in the before Christ also. This has been well documented in the Arthashastra, which has been written by Kotella. So all these kind of trade route was there. So we need to understand the historical evolution of the global business, current trend, what is there right now, and what is the importance of the global business context. This will provide a foundation for facing the intricacy, the nitty-gritty, the factors of the modern business. So what is global context? First one, global context of business today refer to the interconnected, interdependent, and dynamic environment in which firms operate across the national boundaries. So this is a interconnected, interdependent, again, but dynamic environment as per the requirement of that particular target market. Businesses are no longer confined to the domestic market. They are expanded. They are selling their product to the foreign markets. Many companies have adopted. Many companies have adopted for the globalization. Decisions are influenced by the global economic trends, technologies, culture, and policies. Firm must think globally but act locally. So a fundamental reality characterized by unprecedented interconnectivity of economics, business, and the culture. If we talk about the evolution of the global business, starting with the Silk Route, early globalization era, Silk Route network connected the diverse civilization with respect to the global business, with respect to the international business across Asia, Africa, and Europe, facilitating not only the exchange of goods like silk and spices, but also the flow of ideas and the culture. That was the time, Maurya Empire, Chanakya, okay, that was the time when we export to foreign nations, China or Gulf country or Saudi Arabia or Iran or Iraq. Those people, Persian people, they come to India, they buy our spices or we export to them. we also good in the making of clothes also. Okay, so our cotton, our silk is the best in the world at that time. So globalization, global business, international trade, that is happening in India from past 2000 years, starting with silk and spices. We were number one in cases of spices at that time. In the 15th and 16th century, which marked a new era of maritime exploration, like nations like Portugal, Spain, or United Kingdom, Britain, they led the maritime expeditions, discovering the new lands. They have discovered India. They discovered USA also in 20th century. They established the trade route across the oceans. Okay, that was the time when Britishers, they come up with their products. They sell in Indian market during 16th century. They start as a tradesman in India, okay, as a businessman. First one, they target Bengal and then they expand to another part of India. But they started as a businessman, and then after 1 or 2 centuries, they take over our entire nation. But they started as a businessman at that time, established the trade route across the ocean. This period initiated an early wave of globalization, interlinking distant parts of the world through the commerce and the colonization also. Silk Route trade, exchange of goods and culture. Like example, India exported the spices and textile to Europe, to Gulf countries. Then comes to the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution starting in the late 18th century catalyzed a dramatic transformation in global business. So before this early globalization, Silk Route, this comes the Industrial Revolution, where automation, where companies come into the picture, they start making product. Into assembly line comes into the picture again. Okay, they hire people to work for their company, and they start producing. That was the time when there are thousands of mill running in Britain, in India also. So this catalyzed a dramatic transformation in the global business. It led to increased production capabilities, technological innovations, and the rise of the factory-based industries in India, in Europe, and many nations across the world. This era significantly influenced the global trade pattern, establishing economic relationships that would shape the future global interaction. So that was the time when business proliferate across border. There are number of products which were not there during the early globalization time, but there are many products which they start offering, the company start offering, including the shoes, including the textile, clothes, and food, in food also. So mass production started with respect with the use of technology, with the use of production capability. This is the time where most of the innovation happened with respect to invention of the these airplanes or cars or motorcycle or electricity or telephone or any many kind of products. They have been invented in during the late 18th century or early 19th century. So they all these all kind of innovations, all kind of new product which was not there before 1800, before 18th century. They interconnected the global trade. They interconnected the different countries and establishing and help in establishing the economic relations that have shaped the future global interaction. Like for example, British people starting sourcing the textile from India, from the cotton. They use the cotton which is producing in India. They making the product, and then they start selling it, good quality of product. First one, they start with its Europe itself, from for the influential people, and then they expand to the another market also. But they procure cotton from India, first one, from Odisha, from West Bengal. Then comes the third one, post World War II era, after 1945. After 1945, when the World War II stopped, companies countries, policies, regulations come into the picture. That was the time when United Nations formed. That was the time when World Bank, International Monetary Fund, that these global institutions have established in the year 1946, 1945, and companies began expanding their operations beyond the national borders, driven by the liberalization of trade and investment policies. These corporations played a pivotal role in integrating world economies, influencing both global production and consumption pattern. So that was the time when corporations, they start integrating, they start producing the goods in the home country, and the first kind of strategy, international strategy come into the picture, with the local responsiveness also, with the trading also, with the global integration also, influencing both the global production and the consumption pattern. That was the time when global institutions like IMF, International Monetary Fund, World Bank formed, and they aimed to stabilize the global economics and promote the international trade among the countries. That was the time when multinational companies was on the rise. Best example to discuss is the Coca-Cola and International Business Management, IBM, which expand globally at that time itself. Then comes to the fourth one, the digital age, which is the current phase. Okay. The onset of digital age has further accelerated the pace of globalization. And because of this, any question, Hers? Hers, any question? You have raised your hand. Okay. So let's talk about the fourth one, digital age, which is the current phase. The onset of digital age has further accelerated the pace of globalization. Advancement in information technology and telecommunication have revolutionized how business operate, communicate, and manage globally. Today is the time when a company, even without venturing into new market, without opening their businesses, without come into the licensing or joint venture agreement, they are offering product, they are marketing their products using the IT, information technology, using the internet. There are many Indian companies, many American companies, many Chinese companies, they are offering product using the internet. So this advancement of information technology and telecommunication, this have revolutionized the business, how the business operate, how they communicate with their customer, with their prospective customer, with their stakeholders, shareholders, and these companies are managing globally using the information technology, using the internet. The emergence of internet and e-commerce platforms have created a new paradigm in the global business, enabling even the small enterprises to access the international market. Small companies also now have that much of capacity. They can compete, they can offer their product even though without minting so much money. Before digital age, after World War II, that was the time when red tapism is there. You have to mint so much money. When you comes into a joint venture, you have to take so much kind of approvals from the government also. But because of IT, the process is so fast, it's very seamless. It's take only few days now, which was earlier was 1 month or 2 months or sometime years also. So because of the emergence of internet, now companies, even the small enterprises, they can access the international market. So with respect to internet, and now AI have helped many companies to develop new marketing strategy, how they can venture out into the international market. Okay, even AI is helping many companies for the development of their products also, for the improvement also, for the improvement in their processes also, for video marketing, for checking the facts also. AI is massively helping also, discouraging also in many way. Okay, some you people are misusing AI, but if I talk about the with respect to the international business, companies can gain so much with the help of internet. They are gaining with the help of AI and with the help of e-commerce. These three parameters have make the business borderless. For example, Amazon, they sell globally. Many Indian startups, they sell via the Shopify, which is a global brand, which is a Canadian MNC e-commerce company. Okay, because of this digital age, because of the current phase. So this was with respect to the global context, with respect to the evolution of the global business, why global business is important. What is the global business? First one. Okay, so till now we have discussed about what is international business strategy. What are the types of strategy when with respect to international business? Okay, what is international business? First one, and then global business context, and the evolution of global business. Now we will take 5 minutes break, and then we will move on to our next topic. Right now it's 8:02, so we are going to meet again at 8:07. Okay. It is okay with everyone? Any question? Let's take 5 minutes break. Thank you. हेलो विकास सर, एग्जिट हो गए अपने आप ही। मैंने 5 मिनट का ब्रेक दिया था बच्चों को।
हाँ सर, एकदम एग्जिट हो गए थे सारे, पता नहीं क्या चक्कर था।
मुझे लगा कुछ कुछ डेलिब्रेट में 5 मिनट ब्रेक देता हूँ, काफी टाइम हो गया था।
बच्चे भी एकदम चले जाते हैं ना सर।
ब्रेक नहीं देना होता है क्या बिल्कुल भी?
नहीं देना, आपने बोला था बच्चों को।
हाँ हाँ, मैंने बोला था 5 मिनट का ब्रेक ले रहे हैं।
कई बार दे देते हैं, ऐसी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बट 5-5 घंटे की क्लास में तो देते हैं, 20-20 मिनट का भी देते हैं।
हाँ हाँ। अरे सर, 2 घंटे
चलो, एनी हो।
मुश्किल हो जाता। ठीक है ठीक है।
हाँ हाँ, जी जी। जी सर। ओके।
Okay, so now move on to with respect to a global business context itself, with what are the key drivers for the global business, why company would expand their product, why they target another market, why they venture into the foreign market, what are the main drivers, so that you will understand why companies are expanding, why what company will get in favor in when they start doing business, when they start exporting, when they start competing with the foreign market players. So first one, because of the technological advancement which companies have today. Technology is the biggest driver with behind the globalization. Key element with respect to technological advancement: internet, cloud computing, which have enabled the real-time communication between the employees, between the customers, between the stakeholders, between the even though the that particular home country officials, executives, or bureaucrats. Okay, so because of the real-time communication is very fast among the home country and among the target market. Collaboration across the continent, across all over the world, because of the artificial intelligence, because of the big data, because of the machine learning. Digital payment, fintech company, these they have simplified the international transaction, which is the utmost, which is the most important factor. Now companies, they are sitting across the border, but they are getting payment, they are getting their revenue, they are getting their tax, they after paying the tax, the profit in a very less time as compared to previous, as compared to decades before. So this will make the global trade more accessible, more efficient with respect to the international business. So first one is the technological advancement, because of the real-time communication, because of the collaboration among the countries, because of the AI, because of the big tech, because of the machine learning and the fintech financial technology companies, because of the digital payments like Google Pay, because or Paytm or PayPal or any other digital payment which companies are using for the payment, like official web page, or using web page, or using these apps like Google Pay or Phone Pay. So examples which are best suited to understand the companies they have uses the technological advancement, like Amazon and Flipkart. They have global supply chain and plus digital logistic. Amazon and Flipkart, they are using technology as every point of direction. Starting from the customers, they are fetching products, they are looking at the product on their mobile phone, on their laptops. Okay, they are not feeling the product, but they are getting all kind of information, all kind of with respect to the specification, with respect to the company which are offering that product. Okay, how much delivery time, how you will pay through the EMI, through the digital payments. Okay, these companies are using technology left or right for everything. Again, starting from the customer, then procurement, from managing supply chain, procure that product from the distributors, from the companies which are offering that product on their app, on their website, and then for the delivery also, for their warehouse, everything they are using technology, scanners, so that the delivery is very fast, seamless delivery, and with a very minimum time frame. So Amazon, Flipkart, they are using the technology for the management, for the global supply chains, and for the digital logistics. Paytm or UPI, Bheem in India, they are simplifying the global transactions. Now, as of today, Bheem is the platform which you can use in France also, which you can use in Nepal also, which you can use in Myanmar also, which you can use in many countries where India have agreement. Okay, so now transactions with respect to money also, that is borderless, and RuPay credit card, RuPay debit card, that are also going to compete in future with respect to with these companies like Mastercard or Visa. So that from the Indian perspective, you are able to pay using UPI. So these simplifications have enlarged the global business context. And next one is Zoom or Microsoft Team. Using Microsoft Team, this class is going to have, this class is we are taking. Okay, global remote work, Microsoft Teams, because of Microsoft Teams, because of Zoom, because of Google Meet, that has increased. Okay, so now you can call your employees, you can call for the team for the meeting. If you are at home, if you are at your company, if you want to connect with your global employees who are sitting across the borders also. So technological advancements is the first and main key driver for pushing the global business at the massive scale. So what role technology and digitalization play in the global business? Marketing, social media, including WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Okay, these all kind of social media platforms, including these video platforms also, YouTube, Reels. They help the companies. They help to reach to the global customers very fast, very efficiently. This will means this help to influence the marketing across the border. They are managing operations, automation, and AI. This is the Tesla is the best example for the managing the operations. Tesla global production system. Tesla is a American company. They are making chips in that particular home country. Their product are making in the gigafactories which they have established, 3 major gigafactories, 2 in China, one in America, and they are managing their operations using the technology, using the robotics, using the automations, using the artificial intelligence at a very big scale. Customer experience also increased because of the technology, because of the digitalization. Personalization using data like Netflix, like IMDb, when you are going to watch any movie, or when you are going to watch any product on Amazon or Tata Click or Flipkart, you first one go for reviews. That product, that movie, which have the highest rating, there are very good chances that you are going to buy that product or watch that movie. So customer experience is also enhancing because of the technology, because of the digitalization, because of the personalization of the data, because of the reviews which you are getting. When you, if suppose you want to find out any good doctor in your area, you want to find out any good salon in your area, you want to find out any good photographer in your area, you just go to the Google Map, you search, you write down, you type the keywords. Google Map itself will show you many options with the reviews. You go to that particular shop or that particular outlet, you view their review. Okay, and then on the basis of, you can make your decision whether you want to avail the service, you want to purchase the product or not from that particular shop or that particular